Hello guys, it's me! Believe it or not, I'm still here! No, I just want to put up this little message thing because I want to talk to you guys because I haven't really been active. And for those who have followed for me for a long time, I have periods of time where I don't upload a lot or basically nothing. And then there are times where I just constantly upload something. And I'm very thankful for you guys still staying around for that. But the reason why I haven't really been active the last, well, let's just say late November, actually late October, because throughout November I actually had a lot of things to do in my internship, and the whole thing convoluted in an assignment I had to write after my internship, my 6 weeks of internship, which was so exciting and so fascinating and same time so tiring because it was almost 24/7 work I did in those like 6 weeks. And oh goodness gracious, it was tiring, but I had such a blast. And when I got home I basically just passed out, and that's basically it. And the other thing, afterwards, from when I got home to actually yesterday, I have been writing my SAMS project based on that internship, and there has been so many challenging compared to that one. Not because I didn't know what I wanted to write about, but because there were new rules or new regulations that come into place from when we were in internship to afterwards. So I had basically written my whole assignment, and then I had to rewrite it because of the new regulations that had been in that perspective. And that then ended with me handing in my assignment yesterday night, which was actually really nice because the due date was today. So I handed in like 24 hours before hand-in date, which was like really nice for once, not being stressed out in my behind. So with my exams done, I now have a holiday like most others now, and I would be kind of constantly active throughout my whole holiday. One, I'm going to the hospital tomorrow for a 24 hours observation, and they're going to put like a cap on me and then monitor me through a camera and record it for 24 hours because I have these blackouts, which I've talked about a lot, and they are going to be testing and testing and testing it now. This is probably the first real like examination or checkup they're going to do, because the other times I've been to the hospital they are basically just asked me about my routines and what do I do and all these things, and now I'm actually physically going to be forced to stay there for 24 hours, chained to a bed, and have this cap on my head that's going to read my brainwaves in case I get a blackout again, and they can actually see what's happening, as well as they will record it on a camera, which is, for me, is a bit uncomfortable. So I'm a little worried about this, just a tiny bit. I know it's just basically just a routine thing that they go and check, and then it's that, and then I get the results, or they're calling me in for another check thing, and that's basically it. But that will be still what I have to do, and as well as I have to celebrate Christmas with my parents, and I think also my sister this time around. I didn't check up on them that because I've been busy, but no matter what, I know I'm the one that's probably gonna cook everything. So, and after that, I'm going to the dentist because I chipped a quarter of a tooth off. I have no idea how that happened. I woke up from blackout, I sat up, and then I could just hear, and then I was sitting with a quarter of a tooth in my hand. So it's kind of like it's in here, like back there. Yeah, over here. There's there's missing a quarter of a tooth. I can't really feel it, but it's kind of like, why? It's kind of like, I'm already busy with a sales project. I'm going to the hospital. I'm going to celebrate Christmas, and I'm going to celebrate New Year's Eve. I'm apparently hosting New Year's Eve for my friends as well. So I am really busy this week, this like coming week and a half, maybe 2 weeks. And then apparently I also just have to go to the dentist as well and have fixed a tooth. My luck. And it's one of those things. It's like with my health and my luck is always something happens. Be sure that will happen something more, because that's just how my luck is, unfortunately. But just gotta laugh it off as I always do, because there's nothing really else you can do. Anywho, speaking about New Year's Eve, I also have a New Year's resolution for once, which is actually using more time on my YouTube, using more time on recordings, using more time on uploading stuff. I do use a lot of time on editing and rendering videos as it is, but when I'm not actually recording and I'm not uploading, I'm actually constantly asking different developers, publishers, all these people that's created these great games I love to play. I'm trying to get in contact with them regarding how they look upon footage of the games, and that's something I've always done, because I've been on YouTube since 2006. I've had 3 channels. 2 of them were taken down for copyright. So, on my 3rd channel, which is this channel, I have simply just made it so I am always asking the company. I don't always depend on my my partnership to pass things through for me. I'm always asking before I play a game, just to be sure that everything is dandy. If you can say it like that, that's dandy. So that's what I usually go through. But I would like to use more time on that, as well as maybe doing some streams, live streams, so I also can interact. That was the word, integrate. Need more coffee. Interact with you guys, because that's also a part of gaming. And this was also one of the reasons why, not because of streaming, but because Let's Playing in general, that's why I got into it. Was it took me back to a time where I was sitting with my brother and constantly playing games, and he being a lot older than me. I'm like really runt kid. Compared to my siblings, I'm very behind in age. I always enjoyed sitting and watching my brother or playing with my brother, and he's explaining all these things. You can see you could see the excitement in his eyes every time we turned on the N64 or my PlayStation when it worked. It was one of those generations where you had to flip it on top, or like after a while you had to flip it over so the scan disk was compressed towards the table to make it work properly. And it was just that feeling of relaxation when you are a part of it, or you were just watching and you could just hear the excitement from the person that loved to play these games. But it's still the whole spectrum of why I do this is because 1, it relaxes me, and 2, it might actually also help out on your day. And right now I'm only doing app games, but they are casual, so it's something you can always come back to and enjoy. And I've actually gotten quite into Animal Crossing on the tablet. Is that app game now? Is it Pocket Camp, I think it's called? I've actually gotten quite into that, and I'm really relaxed doing that. From walking around and then actually helping the others out, because that's just, it makes one's day in some sense of matter. But yeah, I had plans also to maybe do some streams, and I also like your help to determine what could be a good stream game to start out with, because it would be my first stream ever. and it could be interesting to hear what games you guys like. And I would probably try some of them out and see if they are some games I would love to play. Predominantly, I will only play games I enjoy playing, because else it seems forced, and I don't like to play games where it's kind of feel like a chore. You rather play games where you go, this is awesome! And the other thing is streaming programs. I have 3 different programs that can be potentially used for streaming. One of them I will not use, because it doesn't have an alteration interface. You can't set things up as you want them to look in the stream. It's basically just a capture card that sends it to the stream. I'm trying to get a camera here. Anyway, and I usually use that for local recording, so every game I record I usually use that one, because it has a really good recording system. And not the best for streaming, but for local recording or let's plays, it's fantastic. It's the one I also usually use to record Village Life and all the other games I have on my computer. The other 2 is the typical OBS and OBS Studio and XSplit. And I'm a little torn between those 2, because OBS is more reliable, as of recently, at least. It kind of banders a little back and forth, as I can see. And I don't really like to work with it particularly. I don't like its interface and its surface or design. I'm not too, I don't like it that much. I prefer to use XSplit on that part. However, XSplit can lag a lot. Also frame drop a lot. But also, these kind of systems are always updated. And I know OBS is free. XSplit has a free option. But it doesn't really matter, because I have already a lifetime subscription to XSplit. So it's kind of like, which one I'm gonna use, I'm not quite sure. But right now I'm actually recording on XSplit because I couldn't get OBS to work today. But I've been working on stream setups in both programs to see which one I like the most. And one of the things I constantly like about XSplit compared to OBS, and I can't see where it should be because I've been checking all over. So if you guys know where you can see that, it would be really nice. But see where you drop frames. Because in XSplit you can see on the top of the line where you're going like local recording, frame encoded, blah, 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 all the frames that's recorded. You can also see if the frame drops. And I have, at this point, not actually seen where you can see that on OBS. And I can actually show you guys what I've been working on so far. It's kind of like just pilot projects of how it could look like. Right now I'm just putting a picture, or I just had a picture in the background of my video, which matches up with the color scheme of my usual my usual gaming, or my channel and such. What I've attempted to do, and just see if I can find the fan. I've made a little interface here where you can see the gaming over here, and then chat is going to be up there. But I don't know if that's the interface I'm gonna go with completely. As you can see, it's very boxed and all those stuff. I also have a I don't know if the gaming screen should be that big, or you should make a little more space for possibly alerts. I don't expect people to tip or donate or anything, but you never know, they might do. I have no idea, but I'll at least pay respect if they actually do. There will be alerts. I also made a little break time thingy, which is still in progress, as you can see. But where my face were before on the, if you can go back here, where my face is right here, you would see the game gameplay on the side there. I should also for 3DS gaming, because I actually have two capture cards, or two capture 3DSs. I have an XL and I have a regular, which has a recording, capture card put into it, and then it works fine. So you can actually mirror it onto your computer and then record it, which is really freaking awesome. So yeah, it's all these things, and I think that could be cool. So yeah, without that further ado, we're probably mostly a update to the channel, and basically where am I at and where am I going. Then I think I would say happy holidays, and hopefully you have a fantastic New Year's Eve. Do not go out and do stupid stuff. You will regret it.